Welcome, and I am Ravi Gupta, CEO of Elets Technomedia Private Limited and editor-in-chief of Ego magazine. And here I am joined by Principal Secretary of Madhya Pradesh government, Mr. Manu Srivastava. And I wish to ask him about what are the innovations and initiatives which have been taken in the energy sector in Madhya Pradesh, and what are the some of the ideas which other states can also adopt. Yeah.
So there are two innovations that have been conceptualized and implemented by me, which have been recognized a lot. Capacity Building Commission of Government of India has recently chosen 15 top innovations in public administration in the country. Two of them pertain to solar energy that have been implemented, conceptualized and implemented by me. So one is Rewa solar plant. That is the first ground-mounted solar plant in India to get solar power below the rate of coal-based power. When this project was set up, at that time, solar power was being provided at 5 rupees a unit. It was actually more expensive than that. Government of India used to give subsidy to get solar power at 5 rupees per unit. And the bidding parameter was that whomsoever want the least subsidy was given the project. In that scenario, we set up a project and we got a tariff of without any subsidy of below 3 rupees. So that has changed the way solar projects are set up in the country. Government of India has now issued standard bidding guidelines so that all new projects in India are set up on the same principles. This project has another distinction. It is the only project in India supplying to an institutional customer. 1/4 of its power is supplied to Delhi Metro, and during daytime, 65% of the power requirement of Delhi Metro is met from this project. And Delhi Metro saves 100 crore per annum from this project. This is without any investment having been made by Delhi Metro. This project has got the World Bank President Award. This project, its case study is being used in the Harvard University, in Singapore Management University. Another innovation that has been recognized by Capacity Building Commission is a rooftop project that I have conceptualized and implemented. Here the principle is that there is no investment made by an organization. Some private investor comes, sets up a project on a or government organization, maintains the project for 25 years. There is no initial payment, no fixed payment, no fixed charges at all. The private developer is paid only and only on the energy supplied. So if that rate is lesser than the DISCOM rate, then the government organization is making a saving from day one without any investment. We got the lowermost rates in the country, and this project has been successfully implemented in over 100 organizations in the state. We have, for example, IIM Indore is making a saving of 4 lakh rupees per month without having invested any money at all in their project. We have the project in 7 medical colleges in the state. They are saving 20 lakh rupees per month. The total saving till now, last 1.5 years, has been over 4 crore rupees. This project has been recognized by the Niti Aayog. They have conceptualized and issued guidelines for a project called Subeh, Sons, Blessings and Health. The idea is that this project will be replicated to set up solar rooftop projects over public health institutions all over the country. So these are the two innovations which I believe have recognized all over the country.
This is highly interesting and highly innovative. Are there any other states who have got inspired and who are looking at replicating this model in any other state or district?
Well, as far as the big project Rewa is concerned, its replication has happened because Government of India issued standard bidding guidelines. And now all projects in India are legally bound to follow those guidelines for any project above 5 megawatt. So that has improved the way projects are run in the country. As far as rooftop solar projects are concerned, there is an attempt made by Niti Aayog to replicate it in all states all over the country. But we have yet to reach the state where tenders have been issued and agreements have been signed. Similarly, Footwear Design Development Institute of Government of India, I am advising them to set up similar projects in their 12 campuses all over the country. The department that I am looking after, I am implementing it in my departments as well. So engineering colleges and various technical institutions in the state, we would also be implementing a similar project there.
Right now, you are looking at this technical education department and skill department. So how are you seeing that the issues of education and training in the energy sector, because the energy sector is also evolving very very fast, and the new technologies are emerging, smart meters too. Usage of IT in the electricity ecosystem is dramatically increasing, but many of our institutions are still they haven't updated their curriculum and their upgraded their courses, and there is somewhere a demand and supply gap of latest skilled engineers or skilled people in the energy sector. So are you looking at some of the reforms and initiatives there?
So this is true not just for renewable energy, but even otherwise, that there is a mismatch between what our uh, industry, our economy needs, and what is being supplied by our education system. Uh, if you talk to anyone in the industry, they say that they're not getting the right skilled force. And if you talk to our engineering colleges or technical institutions or educational institutions, they say that our kids are not getting jobs. So obviously there is a mismatch between what we are teaching and what we need in the industry, which needs to be matched not only renewable energy but across all sectors. So we are trying to attempt that, and we are engaged with various industry associations, with various skill councils to get this done, and hopefully we should be modifying our syllabi so that what we teach is what the industry economy actually needs.
Let me ask you another question regarding your current department. That the national education policy has talked about wide-ranging reforms in the technical education, higher education, and the skill sector. And so, how is your department is adopting to the NAP goals? And the second related question is that look at the situation, like the overall environment of after COVID, the dramatic increase in IT adoption, artificial intelligence, all is happening very very fast, and the demand and supply gap, we were already discussed, across sectors is happening. So many of the IT engineers are getting huge employment opportunities, but traditional graduates in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and other chemical engineering and several other sectors aren't having that wider prospects. So the gap is like dramatically increasing between IT and non-IT, and but the society needs all kind of skills. So how are you looking at that, addressing at a policy level, perhaps IT adoption in IT courses in non-IT subjects, and also how do you look at increasing employability of the non-IT students? So are there any discussions or thoughts going on this?
So increasingly, there is a much greater flexibility in terms of what you study. So there are core courses, yes, but the number of elective courses has increased. And really speaking, uh, IT is not something that you use only in IT these days. IT is something that's used across all sectors, even in conducting. I mean, look at whatever has happened in radiology. The whatever advancements that happened over the last few years, a lot of it is actually IT. So IT and computer science have impact far beyond these two sectors these days. So our students also are studying those courses as well. For example, we have a Center for Advanced Precision Engineering in Madhya Pradesh. So when we have that, it uses advanced CNC machines. Now, CNC machines is actually utilization of computers for in mechanical engineering. So there is an increasing amount of flexibility in what you are studying, and I would say that educational institutions also need to respond to the market. Whatever the market demands, the educational institutions, they have to change to provide that. They cannot be static and say that what we did was correct, and howsoever the economy or industry might change, we would continue the way we are doing because what we're doing is right. So the technical institutions have also to uh, 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 respond to the changing dynamics of the market, and they have to adapt themselves accordingly.
And your impressions about the conference of today, the agenda you saw, and this kind of speakers we had, we had a good expo here. So, your impressions about it.
It was there a lot of excitement amongst the participants, a lot of learning, a lot of exchange of ideas, and people also get to know each other and interact and meet with each other. So I would give it a big thumbs up in terms of how well it was done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.